What's up, everybody? Welcome to CCN, the Casual Consumer Network. As you can see, don't have an actual home studio, so I've been relegated to the bedroom so that no distractions or outside noise or anything coming in. But we have a fantastic show for you today, and as always, these are going to be shortened down into bite-sized, more ingestible content. If you want to go look at that content, you can if you want to, instead of listening to the actual long form. But as always, if you have any questions, recommendations, or critiques, go ahead and leave it in the comments. While you're down there, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell at the top. Make sure that you're alerted whenever new videos come out. But anyway, so we're going to be talking about the PS5 backward compatibility, right? So it all sounds fantastic. Like, only I want to say 10 games aren't going to be included. There were some concerns though. There was Eurogamer and Polygon. They touched on these just a little bit, and a buddy of mine said that there is still kind of in the works, and that kind of lines up with what we're going to see in this article. Eurogamer is getting really kind of ridiculous with the cookies, and I only accept cookies from my wife. So we're going to be looking at the Polygon article today. I'm going to bypass all of the fluff in the article and just get into the meat and potatoes of it, where it has some concerns about the backward compatibility. So we're going to read it off right here, and this is on Polygon. So it says, on its support site, Sony cautions that some PS4 games may exhibit errors or unexpected behavior when played on PS5 consoles, and advise that you try to boot and play your PS4 games on your PS5 console to see if you are happy with the play experience before, say, buying the downloadable content for those games. So knowing what we know, and being expressed in Polygon and also Eurogamer, it looks like you're going to have to try it out before they know for sure. I'm not sure how much research went into those 10 games that was that they put on that list, but it looks like you're going to have to go through kind of a trial and error time frame before we know for sure which ones are going to be included or not. It's not huge news. I just thought it was interesting just because they do have a specific list, so I really want to know where that list came from. Are they testing it in-house, and why in the world are you going to have to go through kind of a trial and error to figure out if those games work and which ones don't? So backwards compatibility is there, but it might not be as concrete as we thought before, as PlayStation is putting on. Moving right along, we're going to get into an anime that I just recently saw. Shout out to Vinny too, because he does countdown videos where he might say the most OP top 10 or best comebacks top 10, things like that. So I got my recommendation from that. The anime is The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I thought it was really heartfelt more than anything, and there were some parallels that I saw between this and, let's say, My Hero, right? So Deku is a really nice, he's nice to a fault, right? But the thing is, he's really naive. Now on the flip side, on our main protagonist, the slime, he is nice to a fault, but he's always looking at it as an opportunity to maybe build his forces, or a quid pro quo type thing. And I thought that was really fascinating for some reason. And essentially I think it makes him a better protagonist than, let's say, Deku. If you have a chance, really it is worth the watch. And spoilers ahead for anybody who's not seen the anime, but one of the parts that really struck me was when the orcs were building their forces, and they're really intimidating threat, just because the animals or beings that they consume, they take on those powers. So by the time they reach to where they're setting up their stronghold for our protagonist, and they're setting up their opposing army, the orcs have already went through a number of civilizations, so they already are powered up. Great fight sequences, and before the slime and the orc lord had a chance to, you know, actually come together and duke it out. But once that happened, and you saw that the slime was going to, he was taking the advantage. I thought it was really, really heartfelt, because they did a flashback on why the orc lord was doing what he was doing, and it was absolutely heart-wrenching how he came to be to who he is right now. Once he died, there was a spell and everything that was lifted from the other orcs, and they were returned back to normal. And so the slime, being the awesome being that he is, he went ahead and absolved them of all their offenses, and he put them to work in the village that they were that they were in the process of building. And I thought that was a very, very interesting thing. It was just awesome to see. So he is kind of OP, but not to a point where he's the strongest person. This is not Overlord or anything like that. It's a really great watch. It obviously has its faults, but I think it would be worth checking out. Moving right along to our last segment, I wanted to touch on the new, and I know I'm super late on this, but the fan art, the DBZ fan art. It was by Notorious Luke. I definitely got to give him a shout out. One of the things I really want to do as far as these individual segments is shine a light on these individual creators on YouTube that otherwise wouldn't have a platform to showcase their extreme talent. It's really, really unrefined, especially the chunks before and after the actual fight sequence we're going to get into. So it's unrefined. The story is super interesting. I got to definitely give them that. But some of the fight sequences aren't as toned in or honed in or anything like that. But this fight sequence between Vegeta and Broly in particular, it is more refined than the other two segments, but you can definitely tell that it was a fan art. Some of it you can't, though. So it was very, very well done. And then, you know, spoilers ahead. I recommend anyone go see this. Go to Notorious Luke, go to his page, and you should be able to find it. I want to say they do these every 6 months to a year. They work on these episodes. So the latest one, you should be able to find it, no problem. But the fight between Vegeta and Broly, that was especially fantastic. Especially when Vegeta turned Super Saiyan 4 and he really let it rip. My goodness. I like that more than some of the fight sequences in the actual series. It was that good. But he paid homage to the Royal Saiyan crest at the end. Oh my god. I'm telling you guys, if you get a chance, definitely go see it. Let's boost his numbers. He should definitely be way more popular than he is. But anyway, that'll do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out, and we do appreciate the traffic that we do get. You guys have a good day. Peace.